it's not curable. I will die at some point, and I do feel like I should have a choice about when I've had enough.
It's the controversy taking America by storm. Should people living with a terminal illness have the right to decide how and when they will die?
If people don't need it, they can just ignore it. But for people like me, it would give me so much comfort to know that I had that as an option. If I could just have the drug in a cupboard and know that I had it, I actually think that I would live longer.
Many argue that it's not our place to interfere with fate and that it's not ethical for a doctor to allow a patient to end their own life. But when death is imminent, that argument can be frustrating.
I want nothing more than to live. I am not in any way suicidal, and it bothers me when people think of this as suicide. I want to live. I really want to live as long as I can and as well as I can. But that's not always the choice. So it's, to me, not an option of choosing to die. It's a choice of how the end goes for me.
California, Oregon, Washington, and Vermont already passing legislation allowing physicians to prescribe a lethal dose of medication to those who have 6 months or less to live. Montana allows doctors to administer the drug by court decision. But for Maine, the process is still illegal, prompting some residents to plead for help.
Having someone die in your arms changes your perspective forever.
Valerie Lovelace started the organization It's My Death to fulfill a promise to her dying sister. With death commonly a topic that most avoid, it's one that she encourages people to talk about.
I felt it was really important to help people stop being afraid of the fact that we die.
It's My Death focuses on erasing the discomfort that comes with discussing the end of life. Lovelace hopes that if death can become a topic that people are more comfortable with, the legislation might be something people are more open to.
My goal is to reframe the whole dying conversation. It's one thing for people to generally say they have an opinion about what should or shouldn't be permitted when someone's dying. But for an individual to say they know what is best for you when you're dying, or for me when I am dying, I take issue with that.
The Right to Die bill here in Maine failed to pass by only 1 vote last session, and lawmakers say they don't plan to give up. I'm Ashley Paul reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
I drove home from that session feeling all of a sudden this it was the first time I've cried. I mean, I just felt really hopeful, like, wow, maybe this could actually happen on time to help me.
LD 1270, an act regarding patient-directed care at the end of life, failing to pass by only 1 vote during the recent legislative session. But the narrow loss is giving people like Eva Thompson, who is dealing with terminal cancer herself, a sense of hope.
I don't have any doubt that eventually Maine will adopt this. I think it's a question of when, not whether.
LD 1270 would allow terminally ill patients to choose to end their own lives, but not without many safeguards in place. If it's determined by the doctor that a patient has 6 months or less left to live, the patient may request the lethal medication. After waiting 15 days, they must make a second request. The patient will then have to make a written request and sign it in front of 2 witnesses. The doctor will then determine if the patient is mentally capable. Ultimately, the drug must be administered by the patient himself, and the bill would free the doctor of any criminal or civil liability. But even despite these safeguards, some people are uncomfortable with the idea of allowing someone to end their own life.
Ending another person's life or helping end another person's life is not part of practicing as a physician for me.
Many opponents of the bill, like Dr. Van Kirk, fear that patients might view this as an only option.
Bringing good care to them, bringing good symptom control to them, almost across the board causes patients to not feel so desperate that they want to end their life early.
Other opponents have religious objections or are concerned that patients would turn to this option as a way of avoiding high medical costs. But some who are facing the end of their lives feel trapped without it.
I can't waste time right now. I don't have time to waste. I have a very short time left to live, and I'd rather be out living it. So I do resent the time that I've had to sit and think, like, what will I do?
Senator Cates says that if he's re-elected next November, he plans to reintroduce the bill the very first day of the new session. I'm Ashley Paul reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.